Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective tarot for today. Today is a Friday, June 13th, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk, the Tube, the Lemonade, the Blue Sky Social, the Pinterest, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever does not, just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use Intuitive City Oracle by Rob Barthelman. You can find this at intuitiveintention.com, My Intuitive Intention on Etsy. He also sells his decks in the TikTok shop. I'm kind of hoping I can catch him this weekend if he's doing a read. I would like that. I just like the energy. I think I told you guys he did like 5 or 6 free readings, and I put my name up there for 2 of them. I did not get called, but I just liked being there. I liked listening to him. I liked listening to like the chatter. It was very calming and relaxing. I get really angry when I see trolls in there. I get angry when I see trolls anywhere. Like, if you don't like something, just move along. Like, you don't need to comment. There's no need to comment. And don't get me wrong, I've been a troll myself. I have. I think we all have. But it's about recognizing, maybe I should just keep my trap shut. Putting your words for more positive use. Like when people have really heartbreaking posts on TikTok, I'm like, oh my God, I hope you feel better. I hope it gets better. Somewhat more positive, right? We got 4 on the table. Oh, okay. We got 5 on the table. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. I got all these little hairs everywhere. I always feel like I got so much hair on me. Last shuffle. 6 on the table. 7 on the table. 8 with bottom of the deck. Let me see. No majors. That is not, we do not have that often. We always have major arcana in our readings. At least 1. I think we had 1 yesterday, or was it 2? We've got King of Cups. We've got 9 of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got 3 of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. The Knight of Wands. Oh, pardon me. The 9 of Cups. And bottom of the deck, 7 of Wands. Female, feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. There's nothing out here to necessarily say that this could be a relationship. I feel like you need to take how it resonates for you, because with this 3 of Pentacles, like, you could be looking at a relationship, love or otherwise, right? Sex or otherwise. You could be looking at a lover, a friend, a family member. You could be looking at a work situation, specifically moving from one job to another is what I was hearing. Not necessarily like lateral within the same company or higher or lower within the same company, but moving from one company to another is what I was hearing. Like literally given 2 weeks notice, leaving your job and starting a whole other job. And the funny thing is before this connection, before this collaboration, um, like you're someone that's fairly balanced. You're someone that's self-sufficient. With the Ace of Pentacles, like you're constantly moving. You're constantly, I wouldn't say reinventing, but that's what I heard. Reinventing yourself. You're just constantly realizing, like, I could do more, I could do different, I could do this, but do this that way. Constantly moving. You're someone that likes your peace, you're quiet, you're not afraid to be alone, right? With the Nine of Pentacles, self-sufficiency. You're not afraid to be alone. You can handle it on your own. I've talked to you guys about this before, but when I was going through the separation and the divorce, friends and family were literally telling me to move back home with my parents and my brother who lived with them. Um, like, oh, move back in with your family, save your money. At least you won't be alone. At least, you'll have a roof over your head. You can save money. You can eventually move out on your own. Blah, 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 blah. There were circumstances, long lasting circumstances, that made me snap out of it and realize I can't move home. Like, I need to find my own place, whether I own it, whether I rent it. Like, I need to be on my own. I cannot go back there. I just cannot. And I spent 2 weeks living with my parents when we first put our house on the market. Because I took the 4 cats with me and he stayed at the house with the 1 cat. I figured as long as, there wasn't so much energy there, like maybe a better chance of somebody looking at it and being interested. Not so many cats running around. And that 2 weeks was dreadful. Like, that 2 weeks was like, I don't want to liken it to prison because prison can be pretty rough, but yeah, it was not good. And I realized I had to move on. I had to find my own place. I ended up buying my condo, investing in my condo. I love my condo. When I first moved here, it took me a hot minute to recognize, okay, you're on your own now. Like, you're on your own. Like, you have to make sure your doors are locked. I mean, not that I didn't do that when I was living with the ex-husband, when we had our house, when I had my old townhouse. Not that I didn't do that. It's just when you are literally alone, like, you have to do everything for yourself, And, that's what adults do, right? But the thing is I lived at home until I was 32. And moving out on my own at 42, like finally literally living on my own, it took me a hot minute to figure that out. It took me a hot minute to realize, like, um it's just me here. And don't get me wrong, I've said to you guys in the past, like, I've always been comfortable being alone. I've always been comfortable not being in a relationship. I am not at all codependent, and I was codependent on the ex-husband, I think, because I had my own mental stuff going on, and like, I wasn't really recognizing at the time what I was doing. I didn't recognize that until much later. Um, I never had a problem being alone. Like I've never, being a loner, fabulous, love it. I'll be a loner. It was a little bit of adjustment realizing like I was literally finally at the age of 42 living on my own. Coming home to 4 cats, nobody else. And then after a while you realize like, well hell, like this is not that I didn't love coming home to the ex-husband, not that I didn't love coming home to another person, but you realize like, oh, I'm on my own. Like I can go out and do what I want. I can go to the store whenever the hell I want. I can go out with friends whenever I want. I can go out to dinner if I want to order in, if I want to watch a marathon on YouTube or Netflix. Like I can do whatever the hell I want. And I don't have to make excuses and I don't have to feel bad about anything. Like I can do whatever the hell I want. And there's peace in that. There's peace here. Like I created a world of solitude and peace. It's my fortress of solitude. Like this is my home. I'm alone here. And I fucking love it. And I've said to you guys before, even though I look at myself as being ready to be in a relationship, if that's what comes, if that's what comes, that's what comes. But I also love being alone. Like I have no problem being alone. And I don't think I ever will. Like I love it. I'm very happy where I am. Whether this is a relationship, whether this is a work situation, like you jumping from one job to another, not jumping, but you moving from one job to another, or if this is a relationship, and again, it doesn't have to necessarily be a lover's connection, but whatever it is, it's going to be fulfilling with the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and even the Four of Swords. Like it's going to give you even more peace. I just heard prepare yourself. Like I think somebody is going to be so happy that somebody's going to realize that they probably haven't been this happy either ever or in a very long time. You could, oh, sorry. I forgot to mention one thing. It could be a work situation. It could be like a, a connection situation, like another person, or it could be connecting with another person, like on a, like on an artistic level. Um, Maybe monetarily, maybe not. I just heard like on an artistic level. So, like for example, like if a fellow TikToker reached out to me and wanted to like start a page with me and collaborate, or wanted me to go on their live or something like that would be an artistic collaboration. That would be somebody coming in wanting to combine our talents to bring about more abundance, right? Something like that. Okay. I okay, and I don't know why I feel the need to clarify this. Maybe somebody's watching out there that shouldn't be watching, but I'm just going to say this. Um yes, my TikTok went viral, but in no way do I think that I'm like the best TikTok creator out there. And I don't even know why I feel the need to say that. I have millions and millions of views and I have 1.1 million likes, but I have a very low following count. Like I have a little over 6,500 people that follow me, but I have millions and millions of views and over a million likes. That's not typically how that looks out there. Usually if you have millions of views and a million plus likes, millions of likes, you have like 50,000 followers, 100,000 followers. I don't. I have 6,500. And you could look at that and say, oh, well, that's still freaking amazing. And I do. It's not that I don't look at it like that, but TikTok was always originally an experiment for me. TikTok was always originally a place for me to just go and lose my thoughts and lose my mind, right? Like just scroll and watch other people talk and laugh and cry and not have to worry about anything. And then I started doing my own posts, and then my posts started hitting. And that's just, I think yesterday I usually do about 6 posts a day, and I usually do them one right after the other, and I do them first thing in the morning because I feel like that enables them to get the most hits, most views. But like I think yesterday, I think I had like 1 or 2 videos like 500, 600 like views. And I think the day before I had like 2 or 3 videos that had like 5,000 views, 3,000 views, 7,000 views, something like that. So every day is technically kind of like hit or miss. I mean, you got to think about how the algorithm works. You got to think about people, because even though people will have a typical, like I like to watch comedy, I like to watch dramatic, I like to watch cats, I like to watch dogs, there's always going to be like a deviation. Like it's not always necessarily like I like to look at cat stuff on there, and I follow a lot of cat sanctuaries, things like that on there. But I don't want to sit there all day and look at cats. Like I like to look at other things. I like to look at new things. I like to experience new things, that kind of thing. So you can never really tell with people. We're humans, right? We change every day. So to me, it was more of like a learning experience and continues to be a learning experience. And I enjoy doing it because of that. I don't make money off of it. I don't have enough followers to do that. I could technically be part of the creator program, but again, I'm not going to make money off of it because I don't have the followers. So, yeah. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. Like, I don't think when I talk about my TikTok or my social media, it's just in reference. It's not like I think I'm like, the best out there. I don't think that. I mean, I do, but I'm not, if that makes sense. Like, I love myself and I have faith in myself and I like what I do, but like, okay, I'm done with that. I just didn't want people to think I'm full of myself because I don't look at it like that at all. Like, at all. You're going to realize you made the best decision. Like you made a really good decision and put yourself in a primo spot in life. Because again, it's just going to be the ride of your life, the time of your life, fulfillment, abundance. Again, what do you consider fulfillment and abundance? Because I don't always think of it as money, but other people are different. So take how it resonates. And I also think the Ace of Pentacles, Rob Barthelman put potential on there. I also think not only did you have potential before you get into this collaboration, before you got into this collaboration, but you're going to have even more potential afterwards. Like more opportunities for growth and abundance. It's good reading. Even without the major arcana, it's a great reading. I'm going to leave it there for you. Take how it resonates for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope you all have a great day and or evening. I'll talk to you later. Bye.